left.
That means we probably have like 2 minutes left. Yeah.
Perfect.
And then you have like 5.
So we'll do a recap and we'll take them off.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's smart. Sleep.
Yep.
Nick, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
The stones that bridge the gate beyond the wall that balance fate. 3 are spread across the plains. Together they create the chains. The Nexus will not assume until the chosen wakes. Find the worthy reborn by the heart of the Drake. These notes you found in the tower, a long dead wizard and the Shadowfell. Now almost a year past. This prophecy of sorts has reached its climax. This battle, different from the others, as our heroes were pushed beyond their limits. Schecter, who with a mix of bravery and trusting the plan and his assuredness in that, locked himself within a force gate with Legion, an eldritch knight wizard of Lolth, to slow him down from his long-awaited mission. Paradane, Tibbs, and Lathrey fought along the bridge as they battled a wild druid, a Baylor of the Abyss, and as they grinded and burned their way through, an unknown caster saw the onslaught closing in and used some of the highest level magic that you guys have seen within its capabilities to strike down Bahamut's paladin. As it did, a familiar voice crept in with an opportunity of sorts. With the zombie beholder, layer actions, and the group slaughtered by many, the back and forth battle, some final countering the spells that left the group in a difficult position. But Tibbs vanished to somewhere unknown. Lathrey feeble-minded and Cardane looking a bit different than he was as he vanished, and Schecter lay slain. When Lara battled with Layden upon the nightmare before he striked a fatal blow, and as he did, he told her to embrace the darkness as I have, and the fear will burn away. In a familiar act, he cut half of the heart from the Drow cleric, leading it to the pool with the heart of the Drake, before his own half was brutally pulled from his chest, and as he fell backwards, floating in the pool. With some new members in this, I need everyone to re-roll initiative.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna ask if I could do something from the last thing we saw. Okay.
So like Kismet to reroll?
Isn't re-roll?
Okay.
Don't worry about Tibbs.
Oh,
Oh my god.
you just rub it in.
I can't swipe it off.
I mean,
No, rub it in.
To do it.
it'll dry.
Hey Nick, if you ever can't hear me, just say something and I'll talk louder, because I know I talk soft sometimes.
We do good time.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
I can hear you the best, as long as no one else is talking.
Okay. We need a.
Where do these?
Hold on.
Thanks.
I don't know, right there's better.
I mean, we can move it back for everybody, but at the same time, you're kind of most important anyway, but we can all just.
So much.
It's just gonna look like we're playing outside
Black trim.
in the middle of the day in Florida.
Yeah.
Covered in sweat. It's just broken.
Oh, human.
That's my work every day. Without AC. That's true.
Just disgusting.
Thank you.
So yeah, I meant to ask beforehand, but.
What do you want to do?
I think Lathrey would have done something the moment Wynn was let go.
What would you like to try?
I would like to turn into a giant eagle and grab her. My intelligence is 1. I don't know if she's dead, but that mass taste I know her the best.
Yeah, don't eat it. Didn't mean to.
Yeah, same.
I honestly did not think that was going to be a thing. I'm sorry. No, it's okay.
I was like, no.
Okay. Nourishment in the mouth.
Hydrated inside and out.
Yes.
So I know she's falling. I will.
Fly as fast as I can. Best to get her.
Yeah, I got you. That's it.
Do you have anything going on Discord, Paul?
I do not.
Okay.
Are you hearing it right now?
No, I didn't hear music. I assumed it was on Discord.
Oh, shoot. No, I have it playing through Spotify through the speaker here.
Gotcha.
I would say there is a lot happening all at once. Go ahead and make a wisdom check at disadvantage, just so if you can even get your mind to react with everything going on all at once.
Would it be
Would
a
it be
straight
just a straight
roll?
roll
Cause
since-
it's hero speak. Do I get advantage on wisdom?
Sure.
Yeah, it's not great. Just a check?
Mhm.
Oh, well, that would be nice.
Just in all the chaos that's happening right now, it's difficult. Your life, these are my friends. Friend is falling. I never. It's just too much at once to really react in the moment. There's just a lot going on. What did everyone get for initiative though?
Kismet got 19.
Good.
She's not doing good.
Okay. Garden.
6.
I got 18.
I can't roll well on initiative. Pretty sure all of my initiatives have been under 10.
Is it
So, like,
just us
last
three,
week,
huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
Right now it is, yeah.
Yeah, she's just 3.
Kind of.
The M's there.
But
True.
invisible.
Yeah.
Probably got.
And you said that I maybe don't recognize him
In this moment,
as much.
Kismet and when you're like my friends, you're like, this guy is like, he looks like my friend, but
Huh.
different than
Yeah, I figured I would go for Wick, because she was in front of Kismet when that happened. That's what I said.
okay. So we're gonna come back to the group. I just need that for keep track of things. Tips. I need you
Cool.
to roll a d4.
Cool. Which one? 4. Maybe it's how many.
I don't like how you make face.
It's a good default.
An ally to
Good
our
number.
aid.
Is or
He
slower.
he made this face.
Do you know how many
Yeah.
just on?
Oh, no. I have an idea of what's going on.
You
Yeah.
slam hard into the ground.
Dibbles.
It's quiet in this place, save for a loud grinding of stone. You seem to be surrounded by walls.
And I'm gonna make perception check, look
Sure.
around.
Go for it.
What is the wall? That was in my box.
It counts. Well, no, the box counts, yeah. Box is important.
Investigation,
Perception.
perception. Can't be investigation. No, fine. 13.
If you want to investigate the walls, if you're trying to feel them.
13.
These aren't walls, these are shelves, rows and rows of books. You're in the library, familiar library. As your focus kind of comes into vision, you can see these hulking figures going in and out of these library lanes, if you will.
Aisles.
Thank you. And they are dragging these massive black swords, and you are in the middle of this library. What's the floor?
Remember the owl password is school.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Bottle left something in there, so that's cool too.
Yeah. Um. How close are these little figures?
They are about. I'd say about 12 to 15 feet on either side of you.
Is there any way I can hide? Is anywhere for me to hide?
Where do you want to hide?
I don't know, is there, is
Uh,
there like,
Go ahead and roll again, make another perception check. Or investigation.
four?
You are looking left and right. It appears to be that you're just in a bad spot right now. There are these long rows, and at the end of the rows, maybe 2 to 3 feet of the shelves. But quickly looking around, you are in an aisle that you haven't been before. You can see that there are prophets. There's war kind of further down to the right. There is mathematics kind of further to the left, but in the middle, there looks to be prophecy.
I'd like to go and look at those books.
Go and roll one more time.
Come on. Nice is grounded. Yeah.
You want the shame chair?
Yes.
Got it.
10.
It needs to be taught of left.
Freeze it and break it
10.
in front of the other
It's
desk.
OG table
That's right.
service, and I don't know why I keep
Intimidation
trusting it.
first.
It used to be so nice to me.
That was the one that was bad to you last time.
But it used to give me so many,
Okay,
so
well,
many 20s.
used to.
It used to. I keep trying.
Used to.
Right.
You it makes sense. In this moment, you feel rushed. You know that one, you don't have a lot of time. Two, you don't know when these things are going to notice you. You start kind of going through the books, and you start flipping through as within seconds. And you do find one, and you find something that mentions stones. And that repetition of the stones that bridge the gate beyond the walls of Balance Faith, we are spread across the plains, and you skim through, find where you're going to break, whatever. You keep going. And then there's some script that's not part of the print, like someone wrote the book. The stones individually can grant great power. The soma, as you briefly know, can give great strength, able to enlarge their stature and dominate by brute force. The suke can give one the ability to command the dead or spirits, bring those back to life, and possibly summon a long dead titan. And the nous, the stone of the mind, is one not only powerful telekinetic ability, but undeniable control over creatures and people alike. And there's more. You keep flipping through the pages. The gods who have been expelled only remain as their shell. Should they be summoned by the Trinity, their rebirth will live in infamy. A chosen must be expended for the reincarnation. Their places are exchanged as part of the consecration.
Will you send that to the chat?
That's so much mega.
Yeah, it was last
What do you mean? So you keep reading. The stones, if used in unison, can destroy a god or restore them to their previous state. The stones were used to destroy the remaining primal Oberith, stopping the rapid growth of the abyss before the Tanari and the Demomorphs took their place. The Eldritch race of demonkind, it is said that they predated mortal life, the Oberith, even the existence of gods. In the first writings, to simply look upon their strange shapes could drive someone insane, and even the cosmos themselves were horrified at their presence. Schecter.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I guess.
You hear the last thing you remember above you is a strange yellow force cage. Part of the plan to slow down Bladen, for better or worse, and as he looked down, it's time for you to stop running from the consequences of your past and face them. You hear other non-distinct voices before your breathing slows to a halt. And I don't know if you'll be able to hear this,
Is it on this?
You
Discord
hear,
doesn't always let you play what you want.
yeah, you hear a harp, Schecter. The clattering of plates, and voices chatting lively in the background.
Is the music familiar? Or is just the instrument familiar? Like the way it's being played, or just the sound of it?
More perception.
Might as well start this game off great. I rolled a 1.
Ah, fuck.
You can't recognize it because you feel like you're just waking up and you kind of like pull your cheek off this surface and what
Give me a history check. It's still like plus whatever.
You have reliable talent, right?
Yeah,
You can't
I was
roll
gonna
one.
say, nah, you said perception or history?
No,
You said a
History check.
history to see if you
History.
know the song.
Oh, it was 5. 5. Oh, did I freeze?
Yeah.
I think I froze for a second there, sorry.
You're good.
Are we good? Are we back? Is everything okay now? Internet's bad.
Yeah. What's your history check, my guy?
Oh, it's a 5. I said it a couple minutes ago, but the internet just like
Oh,
We're all waiting.
sorry.
Uh,
You don't really recognize it, and you awake sitting alone at a fine wooden table with a large mead in front of you. People seem to be walking about, eating and drinking as the music kind of continues on. Somewhere beyond this crowd, you can't really make out where it's coming from. But kind of this very jolly, fat man with a large beard walks up to you and says, "Oh, hello there. How goes it, young dwarf master?"
I can't really say. I don't know how I got here. Uh, this all seems a little sudden.
It is, it always is. Welcome to the hellhole. As you can see, we're a bit busy right now. Everything seems to be a bit backed up. I don't really know why.
Uh, okay. Forgive me. My name is Schechter. What is your name, large man?
I don't really have a name. I'm just the caretaker here.
Okay. And here is the hellhole, you said?
Hellhole, place of purgatory. It's very loose in the name. I like hellhole better, but you know, it is what it is.
There isn't, I assume, much to like around a place like this.
Um, yes, but you see where you're supposed to go is apparently not an option. So here we are, waiting.
I see. Interesting. Um, how frequent have you been getting newcomers?
Well, it is hard to say. I would say it's a bit normal, honestly, but it just seems they're not moving on. They get here, they have an ale, they continue on. It's not really a stay here and drink all my stuff. We only have so much. I'll be honest with you. We're getting pretty limited on food. Speak up. What do you be having?
I A lot of things are going through Schechter's head right now.
Sure.
When he asks about food, it's like that throws him for the biggest loop, where it's like things are sort of starting to make sense, and like, okay, I guess I get it. You want me to eat? Uh, I typically go for meat, but this you said this is the hellhole, so I don't. I'm worried about the meat you have. Um,
We see it's just a massive loaf of meat. That's really all you get.
I expected as much. Okay, well, so I understand that this is a place of waiting. But is there nothing to do? Nothing
Oh,
to.
meander about, see if you know anyone. Play some, I don't know, games, whatever you people do. No, not like you people like duels. I meant like. Okay, I didn't mean that.
Sure. Okay. We'll gloss over that one.
Hopefully, wherever you come from, they have a priest or a cleric, or you could be here a while. So, really, look around and see what schools, see if you know anyone. Yes.
Good suggestions. I'll be waiting that meatloaf whenever I guess it gets around. And then I do take a look around, and it's like I don't know, it's like one of those things where you don't want to see somebody. It's like when you're at, I don't know, you're at the wrong kind of store and you really hope you don't see your friends there. Is kind of the feeling that Schechter has right now.
Yeah. Okay. He as you're kind of getting that like just that eerie feeling of like what the fuck is going on, he leans in very close. He says, I suggest you get comfortable, friend. The sad truth is once you go, no one really gives a fuck. Play that song again. Ah.
Okay. Thank you for the
The rest of the
advice. Could I make a perception check? Sorry, my internet got bad there.
You will. I will come back to you.
Cool.
No, you're good. So we'll kind of rotate around since everyone's fairly spread out. Okay. So
Cool.
Ovation is going to walk
Oh, that's right.
to the side and offer a hand to the matron.
She's going to
Push
pull and throw him off.
And he just says, my lady, and he is going to use a bonus action to. Okay.
You doing?
Huh?
You're looking at ASMR. I'm at the bottom of the stairs. Bottom.
I'll sleep out right there because for some reason you're not in the picture.
Nice.
This strange kind of blood-soaked creature, very muscular, kind of just has long hair on the sides and is holding that weapon that when Lara wielded, and she kind of like turns it a little bit, and the nightmare just comes down on her level and seats on the ground, and she just puts her forehead to it and whispers something that I don't really understand. The matron mother is going to step forward from the back and say, kind of repeating what was said last time. After learning of the secrets of the dragons, the power in their blood, the druid elder, which kind of points towards Alethri, and her now very long dead companions went into the heart of the abyss to vanquish our queen. Somehow they succeeded. Her body was destroyed, but the spirit of Wolf lived on, whispering to the devout, still loyal to her cause. She continues on. The Soma will rebuild the body that she destroyed, she being Amara. And the Suke will draw the spirit of the Spider Queen into her. My daughter is a vessel for our people, for our future, and the Holocaust that will birth a new world. With all the stones, we will bring back Wolf's physical form, mind, body, and soul.
That's your brother.
So she's kind of walking forward. It's what she would have wanted, kind of points towards this chosen. Before her mind was poisoned by the film ray that spits on the ground.
Music down, you up?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a long turn.
6 seconds, my ass.
Wait,
All right, I'm trying to.
No, it's
Herdane, you feel a very soft kind of land on your shoulder. And you hear a voice saying, don't worry, young Herdane. She's in Kenya. She's safe. If you ever need a bit more of this, you see a hand kind of drape over the sword. You know where to call. Did you want your hammer back?
Yes.
And there's this kind of snap, pop, and the sword dissipates, and in your hand is the hammer again. Business.
Oh my god.
Then later.
What the?
Fucking hell.
Am I shield?
Oh, you're not. Oh, sorry. Yeah, nope, Tid was straight up stuck.
Which library did you think it was?
No, I knew what library it was.
Okay.
I just thought I had something and I was like, no, never mind, I don't have a spell to get me.
Do I still have
Back.
the other stuff?
Cause I have Legion.
Yeah, you see nothing.
So
Are you talking about
The-
Kismet, I'm sorry, Kismet can see Caradane now, right? She can see him and she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. What else is going on though? Cause isn't Bladen like,
Bladen's dead.
Bladen's dead, but like, isn't there other people?
Yeah, okay, so sorry.
There's
Yeah,
just a Dane.
You have this weird caster who's been real annoying, and you try to kick the fucking thing off, and he's still there. He has a wand. You can see down the kind of racked visage of the old elderly Yuta, who's just standing there, just not really doing anything.
Just in the center.
Okay.
And then you have him floating, and you have, let me get a.
Who's floating?
Bladen is floating, and you have this
Give me 4. Like,
kind of
yeah.
Oh, okay.
nude, but covered in ichor.
Good
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
with a nightmare kind of right behind her.
Okay. And then when Laura was just thrown over the
Yeah.
side,
In,
so
sorry,
so I saw all that.
Dead with Mara.
Dead
so
when
you
we
just
were-
saw her like kind of limp in her hands. It's Vidania, you guys know it's Vidania.
Yeah.
Was just kind of holding her up, suspended, like kind of with weird strength, and just threw her off, and you just saw her.
Okay.
I
I
will say too, they don't appear to be fighting you guys in this moment. When the whole ritual thing was like held and then cast and then ignited, they seem content, but they're still here. So
I guess Kismet's so confused. Kismet's so confused.
and then you also have Checker.
Sector's dead, the Laura's
Sector's still on
going
the
over
first
the
page.
side.
He's-
Bladen's floating.
as far as you know.
She doesn't really know who Vidania is.
I mean, no one really.
Yeah.
Hannah,
knows who
like
it
you
is.
guys know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
As
know.
players.
We saw her
Yeah.
though.
But yeah, we saw her.
OG crew saw her
And then
projected.
Yeah.
I'll give you a free perception check as well, just
Which
for the
is me,
right now.
Okay.
and I can't speak. So
Oh, fuck.
I'm the only one who knows who that is.
Plus one, no, wait,
I'm the only one who knows. who
One.
that's to be.
two, so 19.
19, okay, in this surrounding area, this entire structure, there's chains, right? There's chains along the bridge, there's chains along the back.
Oh,
And it is kind of a swaying structure. As the heart of the Drake erupted in that black energy, not only did it crush this we'll say gate.
We see something there now?
It's just rubble. It's just like a broken melted portrait, but a lot of the chains that are suspending, I would say about 3 of the dozen are broken from just the eruption of necrotic or whatever kind of magical energy this was. So this structure eventually will collapse. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, well, honestly, Kismet's not really sure what to do. I think she'll probably just yell out to Karadane and be like, well, she only get 5 words.
If it's instructing,
No, it's not
if
sure.
it's RP, you can,
It's
go
just
ahead, go ahead.
what happened to you. Never mind. We need to get out of here. We need to regroup and figure this out. And I think she's going to, and then she'll probably yell out the female drow. I saw her banish Tibbles. Kind of thing. And then she just wants to kind of run over to Alatri and grab her. And I think she wants to start to fucking escape. Because she doesn't know what else to do. She thinks she
Yeah.
thinks this is it.
I got you. Okay.
So yeah, so Lily 3, something's weird going on with her, so she's like, I
Just
gotta grab
stand
Lily
there,
3,
yeah.
Karadane can take care of himself because he's strong. We need to get the fuck out, we need to regroup. Figure it out. And then hopefully something will happen with Nature Mother to get Tibbles back.
After you helped her up. Oh, Simi. What if I swamp us?
Hey,
You're just walking by, walking up, not in any kind of aggressive nature, but Ovation is basically walking side, almost like to her heel, if you will. Just walking.
Well, so that's the full movement that she can make.
Okay.
I guess with that, she's gonna ready action for as soon as Nature and Mother walks past her.
Okay.
So that way she can try to get Tibbles back. Yeah, try to knock out the concentration.
Got it.
vagina go.
Oh, now you're doing, ah! That didn't work.
Yeah, sorry. And I'm gonna drive off. I have 80 fly, so I'll double that. Whatever I gotta do, I will grab Win.
Okay.
Gently.
You kind of screech, and then these feathers kind of erupting from your body as you leap over the edge, and you swirl and swirl and swirl. It's really not that far down to this liquid, but you make yourself a check. I think you have advantage for insight. Or not insight.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Okay.
fucking shit.
You-
So 30.
Everywhere as fast as possible within 6 seconds, and there is no body.
Is it under, can I see if it's
You can see down, like you can see in
in
this
the
liquid.
like, but is it like going under the water?
Even with that, you cannot see her. There is no body that you can see. These are moving very fast. Yeah. You can see down this way. It looks to be a bit of a drop off. Say.
Yeah, I'll double 160.
You bolt down this way, and with that, you can see that there is a sizable waterfall that goes off into darkness, oblivion. Keep going. You're going down and down, and you're just desperate to find something. And you're getting this weird sense that you felt before with other members of the party, and you're looking and you're looking, and you do not see the honor.
Like sense like when I tried to get Pren.
You feel that dread in you. It's not You don't know, but you can feel that kind of creeping.
Do I see anything else?
I would say with the National 2030, there is a piece of this gate that you can somewhat see through. And there is a site recognition, if it wasn't there before, that shoreline, that rock ledge is the same ledge of the Fortress of Memories. You can see it way off in the distance. And this, whatever this is, this gate, this connection to that is shattered, broken. So whatever way that souls were being ferried or brought over life to death and then death to the afterlife, that connection looks fucked.
Like even more than what was in my village, because we couldn't really even see through that as much.
Yeah, and you also remember at the Fortress of Memories, you could see from that perspective, as you guys went up the side of the castle with Baba, with everyone, there was a pyramid way off in the middle of the ocean. So this was some kind of connection point between the two.
And now it's close.
It is very broken.
Cast men.
Yeah. That's good.
It's fine.
Got it? Just give me like,
It's not very effective.
100 years.
No.
you know what? We'll
When
say this will take us like 2 weeks. But give or take, considering, you know, the formation and the breakage of the rocks, looking at 6 years.
So were we within eye shot of the Temple of Black when we went to the Fortress of Memories?
I shot, yes, but you know, was it a mile off the coast? Was it 2 miles? Like it was a ways, yeah. But yeah, going up Fortress Memories, and I would say because of what you rolled, you do remember that, and you're like, oh.
And no body, no place where it could have gone.
I will say as well, because you rolled natural 20, I feel like I have to give you everything. This water is very similar to when you guys were going underneath the Shadowfell to get to the Fortress of Memories, that weird mushroom
Yeah.
water line that you guys jumped over. It's very similar to that,
That was like,
which was
River Styx.
Yeah.
Not touched.
Yeah, this was where everybody was jumping over and we kind of overthought everything. We're like, I'm
Except Bob.
except Baba.
So so much.
that's where.
Yeah.
And I will,
but within that time you were able to gather all that, but still like, what the fuck, where is mine?
I guess, still just kind of frantically scanning, not diving any closer,
Yeah,
but,
you continue
and I will,
keep looking. Okay.
everyone just hears a very loud and sad screech.
They're hard to do.
High pitched, very high pitched.
I can do that, but not. It would be very much.
Sometimes you just gotta commit.
Ah,
Paul and I tried bird noises in the car all the time.
Yeah?
They're not great.
They're dog shit.
Yeah.
That,
Hey, no,
That was not,
honestly,
honestly, it hurt my throat. Yeah.
probably the
Like,
best thing we've ever done.
I think I'm done. That was it.
Yeah, the
we'll have a whole session of this.
the caster kind of looks to Kismet as she goes away, looks to Ardane just like, you're back, and goes kind of almost behind the chosen figure and just is kind of like peeking off behind. Pretty sure she's dead. I don't know why I drew it down.
Yeah, she's
You
dead.
guys killed her. You
Yeah.
Storm,
Dead.
yes.
dead.
I think she was in the picture, like it's supposed to be, yeah. Utah,
Oh,
Traitor.
Matron, I have done what I was instructed. There's kind of this weird heartbreak to his voice, or shame, or something about it. May I be free of this? I wish not to be here any longer. Remove this curse, as was your oath. Getting a little loosey goosey before Carradine goes. The matron says, "You've done well, even if it did take years for the spiders to corrupt your mind. I am impressed that you resisted for so long. You even tried to distance yourself. But the same fate awaited Filmore. But our queen's will be too strong." She begins to kind of pull her wrist and her fingers towards herself, and Carradine, you can see something pulling from the front of Yuta's face. It's like a cloud of black erupting from a chimney. Go make a perception check.
I think that's the hand foldable. Let me check. Seven.
It's not a cloud, it's like tiny little specks of something. It's hard to see. It matters not. The chosen has awoken. Your party is broken. You failed. The web of loath will spread, and the drow will return to the prominence they're due. That's the eagle.
Excuse me.
That's a sad eagle.
Yeah, there's just.
We will take you as token prisoners for the remainder of your days. Or death, should you have it any other way. Carradine.
So did anything change on Utah, or it just looks like stuff's coming off them?
It looks like a cloud of smoke was pulled from his face, and he kind of, it's like he can take a deep breath again, and he's kind of feeling in the water, and he touches Blade in his face, and he pushes it away, and you just, Carradine, you just hear him say, "No."
I'll keep my shield for right now, still the hammer, and I'll say, let's be done with this fight. We all have deals we've made. I still have powers that we can call. Let's end this here for right now.
Are you talking to Matron or the
Yeah.
Chosen?
Matron.
Okay.
We'll say, well, we'll split our ways. Let us grab our people. Yeah, I know you have things you need to accomplish. If you choose to keep going, this will only end in death for all.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
For the chocolate side, oh wow. I got fucked.
Oh, what is this?
A 1 and a 2.
Oh, at least it's not the one.
Yeah, right.
You still have
12
inspiration from,
No,
no?
like emergency inspiration.
Yeah.
That was only for the
They were
OGs.
OGD.
We got that way back. Let's see, his fiery inspiration.
Does she talk and walk fast? Isn't it?
Do you want to hit her?
Maybe, yes.
Okay. As you say this, the Chosen actually types in this just kind of dark crimson colored female. She looks powerful. There is something in you that you can feel coming from her that is not completely human, completely drowned. There's some kind of
Weird monstrosity kind of thing.
sure. Yes. It's just an essence that you can feel radiating from her.
Like the spider things that we dealt with on the,
You can make a
Chips?
religion or arcana check. I'll give you a free roll since I mentioned it.
because we did deal with some real weird spider crossover things.
The Driders.
Yeah. No, it was Carradine. Sodom was gone. He died in the head.
Actually,
Sacrifice himself. Everyone throw your dice away.
My dice hate me.
I'll let it roll.
Imagine.
That way I can just tell you.
Did I just say it's a natural one?
There we go. 16.
Only rolling well, isn't it?
There is some kind of unnatural essence coming from her, as you said. It's you're familiar with religion and gods,
Divine energy.
and there's some divine, almost demigod-like energy over her. And as she steps forward, she says, she kind of looks to you, Carday, and says, we don't need him to use or them anymore. We have what we need. Let them choose how they spend their final days. Fighting, looks Cardan again, or dying here alone. Either way, we have more pressing matters to attend. Kind of looks to the matron again. She will walk by and kiss me.
Yes.
It's up to you if you want to hit her after all this. Go ahead and make a history check.
Yeah, poor Kismet
I know, she's
does
like, I
not
don't
know a
think-
lot of this and then was gone.
She was thrown into so much.
Welcome
you
to
said
Osuvox.
history. Yeah.
Yeah.
13.
You were
Okay.
starting to get to know us and we definitely didn't go.
Well, she's like, okay, the only ones that are alive are Cardan, like 3 Tibbles, and I could probably get Tibbles back.
The way you were brought in this battle was not
Uh-huh.
ideal. It was basically like you took an EpiPen, you're like, oh, fight.
Yeah.
And you know that you've had a chance to kind of calm down and look around. Then the matron does not look at her at all. She looks pretty formidable still, I would say.
Just really hoping to get concentration.
So,
Yeah, no.
but like, does Tibbs belong to this plane anymore?
I don't
Because
that's
Does
the
Kismet know? What's this?
that's the only thing Kismet doesn't know.
I don't think it's been a minute.
Kismet doesn't actually. I don't think Kismet really knows anything about Tibbles, except for what you guys have told her.
We didn't like stop
Which-
it. We just rolled.
Yeah. I don't know how. I don't remember if you guys really have told
Can I use my
her.
reaction if
It's
she goes to swing?
And when Schechter met Kismet, pretty much the first interaction was
But did
telling
you
her
tell
about
her-
Tibble.
but everything like how she's got a pact with her dad.
I can say it in 7 words.
I mean, I wouldn't have known about that
Oh,
because
shit.
literally,
It's
like when
fine.
we left,
If you're gonna
Yeah.
stop me, you're just gonna see me think about it, and if you wanna like,
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, Tibbles is safe. Swing and die alone.
Oh, right, because you're
somehow you know.
on.
I guess I'll just, Kismet's gonna look at you really weird,
Yeah,
but slowly lower her staff,
yeah, like having.
and then look for a late three.
With the combat kind of at a pause, the strange caster is gonna cast after he, it's his first action, telekinesis. They all
Yeah.
Body. Bladen is pulled to the top. The other 2 come down.
She's gonna cast plane shift.
So glad Tibbs isn't here and someone is feeble minded. That would not work.
And as the group kind of looks around, furious,
And I'm gonna be coming back up, still scanning for now.
I got you.
I'm gonna do it. Oh, are you guys? That makes me feel better.
So interested.
It's fair.
I don't know.
He was like, he looks different. That's all you can say.
Quimara,
Well, yeah, you don't recognize him. I'm the only one that recognizes him.
as you're falling, you see the love of your life looking down at you. Further and further you fall until your vision goes dark. I know your face. Your eyes blink. Blink again as you try to open them. Your vision is blurred. Make a perception check.
27.
Okay. Or not.
Cast vising.
You're near the edge of a river, but the water seems to be bright orange like fire. You're clothed in simple garb, barefoot, weaponless. As you sit up, as you roll time, you see a very familiar book beside you.
It's Vecna's draft, right? Journal.
So you open it.
I reach for it.
Reach for the book, black book you carried for so long.
Sure, I open it.
All the pages that were empty, splotchy, half written, are now filled. This book is full of writings, names, dates, places. What do you want to do?
See if there's any references to stones and the relationship between the the Temple of Black and the Shadowfell,
Make an investigation check.
'23.
There's no reference to the stones, but the Temple of Black, well, I take that back. The Temple of Black was where some of the first materials for the suke was constructed. You can also see that the bottom of the Temple of Black is suspended above the river Styx, which will tee off in two directions. And you also see a little bit about if you are to pass there, mark for judgment or pass there, you will head to Duat.
Let's do what again?
The underworld.
Cool. And in front of me, like what's around?
You're basically in this moment surrounded by a tree line.
Okay. I guess let's just start walking.
Okay. As you leave the tree line, you kind of walk into this very large field just full of ankle-high grass. As far as you can see, just these soft rolling hills with the trees of turquoise behind you at the edge of the forest. Go ahead and make another perception check.
16.
First thing you catch, which is pretty obvious, the sky above is blotchy, but not like weather. It's like ink dropped on a page. The edges of the outlines kind of spread across, looks like a disease. And these dark voids appear to shimmer like flame. These look like missing pieces. And you hear a soft sound crying from just over the ridge.
I'll follow it.
As you approach, you can see a small girl with light brown skin, long curly brown hair sitting in the grass. Her head buried in her forearms, crying. She's maybe 3 or 4.
I'll approach. Say hello.
She kind of looks up. She's just bawling. Where's mommy?
Who's your mom? Are you here?
Where did everyone go?
Does she have pointed ears?
She's not.
Oh, okay. I don't, is she dressed in the same kind of clothes as me?
Plain.
Plain.
Yes.
Safe to say she's gone as well, yeah. Hi, I'm Laura. We can find your mom? We can try.
She just says, scared. I come with you.
It's fine. And I'll, now, take her hand and we'll just walk. I'll say, what's your name?
Kind of like wipes her eyes. Karen.
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 Karen. Nice to meet you, Karen. What's your mom's name?
Small.
Mom.
As you kind of are trying to take her mind off stuff and walk her, she just looks very, very frightened, just doesn't know what's going on.
Mhm.
You approach the edge of the rolling hills, and there is immediately ahead, there is some sort of perimeter fence that goes as far as you can see left to right, rolling over the hills past your vision. And in the center seems to be some sort of gate. As you approach the gate, you see a large humanoid, a Goliath of a man, standing there with similar clothes to what you wear, stands to greet you. Why, hello!
Hello. Who are you?
Oh, that doesn't matter. What matters is what is the name?
The name? My name?
No. Just like looks at you expectantly.
Anubis?
No, no,
I-
no. Good guess. What is the name of this gate?
I'm not sure.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
Can't get through without a name.
Okay. I'll go through the book again.
Make an investigation check.
Well,
You're so, yes. That's correct. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of your journey through the underworld. 1 second. Oh, is this one with you? Is she your charge? You take her with you?
I found her lost as well.
Okay. Kind of steps behind the gate, takes parchment that appears older than time, brown and brittle, stamps something on it with a golden seal. Well, if you get stopped by any scary folk, you will need this. And hands another one to the little girl as well. Looks at her and says, "Here you go, love. I'm sorry that you're here." Kind of smiles at her, as if to say something else, but just kind of nods.
Thank you. Anything else I should know?
No, everything's all fine and well. You may pass. Good luck in there. It's a bit crazy. It's been a bit crazy the past few moments, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk through with Karen.
Just so you know, as you're kind of up there, the pieces of the sky are falling, and I've never seen that in ever.
Same. We'll figure it out. Right?
All right, good. No questions. See you later. Okay.
Wait, I have questions.
Oh no, fuck off. All right. Tips, go and roll a d20 for me.
Not one. Everything is going against tips.
Maybe that's what you need.
Yeah. You naturally.
Put that one.
That's my other table stars. This side.
One thing.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, give us one minute.
Natural one, it has to be this way.
No, it doesn't. We all have choices here.
Don't be an asshole. Hold on, let me double check where it's at.
Yeah.
That's not very good.
What's that music? That's scary.
Okay,
No, because I just saw it, so I won't say.
I won't, this is only because you rolled one. Slam hard into the ground again. And immediately, something grabs you.
Can I see?
Standing over you is Ginsa, the slave that the Legion encountered before, but the one that you saved. Just mistress, are you all right?
What am I doing back here?
This is your this is your bedroom.
No, this isn't right. I'm not supposed to be back here.
What's wrong?
It's wrong. Where is he? Where's Mephistopheles?
He's not here, mistress. He's much of Mephiston is empty and has been for hours.
It's empty. I'm guessing she's nothing. She's not healed. It's the same day kind of thing, or how does time work?
Time's an illusion.
Time is an illusion.
We've been gone for several weeks.
It's not that long. I need to get back to yeah. I need to get back to my friends. Is there any, do you know of any way I can get back?
The obscured did say that they prepared that room, the room where you wish to be left alone.
I need to go back there and when I head back to that room.
Yeah.
Do I still have that book with me?
You do.
Okay, perfect. I'm in the pocket, yeah.
Okay, you head back through, there's all those kind of strange scaffolding and staircases kind of around. There's really not that many people here, or devils. You can see a couple of ice devils kind of walking around patrol. Some of them look to you but don't seem to like react at all. It's like, oh, it's, you know, just that place is fine. She leads you back across in kinds of strange, very small black chamber, and the only thing that's in there is candle, single candle.
Can I make an arcana check to see if I can't reactivate this
Sure.
room? That was another natural one.
Stop it. I only have two more.
Don't touch any dice that you have deemed tibbles.
Okay, I'll touch my blue dice. Yeah. Nope, I'm gonna get out with my other dice. Nope, because those are Tibble's dice too.
You feel a strange presence behind you. And you just hear this kind of slopping, licking wet noise as Barbas is standing there. Just happily. He's like kind of licking all over himself, a la Jabba.
I just give him the grossest look.
Did not know you'd be back. I should probably inform your father that
No,
you're
you don't need to worry about that. He's aware.
make a deception check.
Ooh.
14? I wrote a 3, 14.
Hell yeah.
Really? Huh. That is strange. Them being off in the war and everything, but you know,
I informed him that I was coming back.
indeed. Is there anything you need? You seem so rushed.
I think I can get it myself, and I try to walk past him back to my room.
It doesn't move, so you kind of got like,
Ew.
yeah.
I
He's
just
about to, looks like he recognized against that for a second and then just kind of stops.
I have her follow me
Yeah. Okay. Where do you go?
back. I'll go back to my room for a minute to kind of regain my composure. And is there any way I can get a sense for my friends in the other realm to, because she doesn't know that when Laura's dead, she doesn't know any of that. So
You need to find fire.
that's a 5th level, isn't it?
You would need to find some kind of flame to
I
get to
know.
deer.
I know flame.
Yeah.
I have candles in my room, right? Yeah, so I guess I'll light a flame.
Okay.
On my candle. I'm gonna try to focus in on it.
Okay. We'll say, make a religion check to this one.
13.
You can see what looks like the matron, Schechter's brother, and they're all kind of standing together, but for a moment before they disappear, and you see the monk Kismet, you can see the paladin, you can see Alathri just looking kind of unsure and just like in shock of what's happening, but you do not see what? Just text it to me.
Wings.
I know, I'm like, when those come back and the matron that.
She held concentration for a full minute,
Mm,
then she's gone. It's like, didn't want to hit her, but I'm not sure.
Oh, and you also see, thank you, still, kind of this crimson liquid, but in this cage, you can see the dwarf, your dwarf friend Schechter, just kind of laying there, not moving.
I think Tibullus just stands there shaking for a minute. God, what to do?
It's just the 2 ones, that's the only reason.
Huh?
There's the 2 ones, that's the
No,
only
I
reason.
know.
can you transport via plane?
I have a feeling, I mean, can I? I don't have anything higher than a 4th level. So I don't think I could. I think because what my hellfire thing is 5th level. I don't think so.
I have one other option, but I really don't want to use it.
Okay. Make
I could recall.
make a wisdom check.
Hero space.
That looks happier.
Yeah, no, this is honestly the first roll that's been higher than a 5.
Fucking hell.
We're off
Yeah,
to a good start.
yeah, wisdom you said?
Yeah.
19.
Okay. That's great. You kind of just panic, and you can just see the kind of slinking Barbus just like keeping us.
My bar's closed.
Yeah, you can kind of see him through the little round kind of glass window, but you can just see him kind of looking at the door and walking by. You have, we'll call them siblings, but the obscured could be helpful. The other tipples that didn't work.
Yeah. Okay, I'll look to them and are you able to cast any magic?
We could, but if we do, we usually get punished pretty good. But we could take you someplace that could help.
I need your help. I need to get back to my friends.
They kind of all look to each other and they're weird, like almost priest nun like, oh, we're doing something. Okay, come with us, mistress. And they lead you to the familiar chamber of your father. For the sake of this, make the stealth check.
And
Are you about to sit in your dad's throne?
Yes.
So,
Are
okay.
you gonna
nope.
take Mephistar for a drive?
I would say with advantage because they're helping you go anywhere that would reveal yourself easily.
So 19.
They lead you past the desk where you rewrote the deal. And you can see a packed piece of paper on the table.
Set it on fire.
Do I, sure. Do I see another piece of paper or is it just mine? Do I happen to see another pack that might have been recently made?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You see you see the piece of paper and it looks like there's been a addendum to the bottom.
I'm gonna look at it. Okay.
This is gonna take a second.
Okay,
You guys wanna-
Schecter, are you still there, dude?
I think so.
All right,
Hey.
so I don't know why the music keeps going on.
I love it.
All right, so they bring you this giant like loaf of meat, and everyone seems confused, cheery, kind of a mixture of emotions. What do you want to do in this place?
I guess I'm kind of looking for any familiar faces with a large amount of hesitancy because it's like this isn't the place that you really want to run into somebody because of what it means, but at the same time, it's like okay, at least there's a familiar face.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm kind of scanning the crowd, just taking little bites of the meat, drinking the mead, kind of like taking the breather that this is for a second
Okay.
while trying not to panic.
Okay. Go and roll a perception check.
Neat. It wasn't dog shit. 24.
24. Okay. You can see that there's actually several staircases in this place. There appears to be 2 going up and 2 going down. As you're kind of like, this is basically like a concert. I mean, you're nuts to butt. You're trying to like move through
my
people.
To butt.
You never heard that.
No, I've heard of it before
Oh.
from you.
Yeah, it's very crowded. And you can see 2 kind of dark elves that you kind of recognize.
Oh, hell yeah.
You hear them talking and they're just like, man, can you believe this? This is it's unacceptable. It's our first day, we end up here. I can't even get a pint. Jerry, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all, Jerry.
Okay, is that because of proximity to me? Like maybe they're nearby because they died recently to me?
Possibly.
Okay. Man. I almost want to be like that bully kid at school and like deliberately point and laugh. But then also I'm here too, so there's no point in that.
Yeah. Sitting at attention.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll take my mead and I'll kind of start walking through the hall, or not really walking, I guess shuffling. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Oh, just trying to get by.
Watch it. My back hurts. My back got snapped by this crazy fucking paladin running through there.
Yeah, he landed a pretty nice blow, if you ask me, and I kind of just keep shuffling by.
Oh, what you say? Okay, so you continue walking through. You want to go upstairs or downstairs?
I didn't realize that was an option. I thought when you were describing the stairs, I thought that was like the place that they were letting people move through or something. I'll try upstairs.
Okay, you head upstairs and it's an equal sized room, if with the same, if not more people. It's extremely crowded. You can see that there's a small kind of a string instruments up here that appear just playing very softly, and people are yelling, "Play something else! When are we gonna get out of here?" It's a lot of confusion and chaos. Some people seem totally content. It's just kind of a big smorgasbord of random stuff.
So there isn't like a organization as far as, oh, I went upstairs, these people have been here longer or something, and
Hard to tell.
downstairs more recent. Okay. It is homogenous in the pain.
Mhm.
Okay. Do I have any of my stuff with me?
Um,
Specifically Jarek is what I'm kind of curious about, if for some reason he came with me.
you do not.
Do I have a loot?
You have a it looks a very like homemade makeshift bongo drum cut in half lute. Yeah.
Okay. Like I imagine like the cigar box version of a loot is what you kind of just described.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'm kind of admiring the MacGyver-ness of this thing. And people are complaining about music, so I'll try and do something a little spunky. Maybe I don't know, maybe something new. Bring some fresh life into this place or something. Um, I don't know. I'll play some original stuff. Maybe things that have just been floating around my head and I haven't had time to mess with. Maybe anything that inspired me throughout the Temple of Black. So a little bit of like, I don't know, upbeat, angsty, almost battle-y, but not like, hey, let's have a bar fight kind of thing.
All right. Make a performance check.
Cool. Neato, 26.
It is very nice, even with this shitty little loot that you have. It the string instruments kind of move over to your kind of pacing, and the beat picks up a little bit. People begin clapping in the background. It seems to pick up a little bit, and as you're playing, a kind of a hand reaches on your shoulder, and turn around. You see Eric Opera looking at you.
Oh, no way. Okay. I mean, me as a player, I get excited, but at the same time, I turn around and are they playing an instrument or anything? Or are they just kind of playing?
He's looking at you, and he's like, "What? It's Jarek."
Holy crap. And I think Schechter would like go to embrace him a little bit and be like, oh, dude, hey, it's nice to meet you. And then kind of awkwardly be like, sorry, if I don't know if you're a hugger or not, but this is kind of cool. Wow.
He's like, yes, I know. We need to get the fuck out of here. Come with me.
Okay.
And let's take a little break right there.
Ooh.
Oh, perfect. I'm actually sorry I can talk to you in person. This is way better than typing out.
Because we'll go back to the group after this. I know there's long
Well, I just no, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
so it'll be cool.
Yeah, I guess we'll probably.
All right, recording, stop.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
No, never mind. She seems cool. We know this now,
Oh, damn.
but, and she does, but yeah, when I was like, no. Yeah.
Alrighty. So as we jump back to the remaining Legion across this ridge in the lower portion of the Temple of Black, Kismet, you sit here with Alatri. I assume you're still flying around.
Yeah, I mean, I think,
Up to you.
scanning,
She's still feeble-minded.
yep, scanning, I can see.
Yeah.
I will make my way back, kind of up to where I can see people.
kind of perch off one of the columns of the bridge, just a little bit higher.
Like wanting to be with the group, but not wanting, like, I'm just far now.
Kind of a larger eagle swoops up by and gently lands his side of you guys, Kismet. They blink out of here. This is probably an extremely frustrating combat situation, etc. For when you blinked out of existence earlier in the temple, and you were able to gain the Minotaur Minotaurmon, and through all that chaos, you were captured again by this large force of drow, just overwhelmed. Now being out of the combat, you are here reunited with the druid, with the pally, and you're on Spridge. Schecter's still in the where he remains.
Force cage.
They took Bladen's body, didn't they? I know I'm not there, little meta, but just for my imagination.
They did.
So that's
Okay.
up is.
He
Is
okay.
Chris still there?
I was about to
He's
ask,
just still there.
Rich is still there. I don't think Kid was paying him any mind. I think she's just really defeated and confused and frustrated. All the emotions. I guess she'll look to Lathrop and Caradane and just. Well. No, she's gonna walk over to the forest cage.
So I'm gonna drop Torn and be back.
Yeah, okay. She's gonna walk over to the forest cage because she wasn't around when he summoned that, so she doesn't know. And she's gonna see if she can't take Schecter out of there and carry his body back. Unless somebody tells her otherwise.
Kind of drop into the pool. You can see the old man there, unresponsive, just his head is hanging, staring at something within this crimson pool. When you go over the cave, you're able to kind of reach part of your hand through and get a hold. You try to pull Schecter, but whatever you do, however hard you try, even how strong you are, you cannot get him through under the railing of this cage.
She's gonna look to you, Toe, and just be like, "You, oh man, do you know how to open this cage up?"
No.
Caradane?
I think we just wait. Old man. So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
In about whenever this cage drops, I don't know when that'll be, hopefully soon. You're gonna have to show us the way out. And then you're gonna have to atone for your crimes.
His face looks towards you, and just says, I've lost both my daughters. I have nothing else left to lose. Doesn't say anything else.
Then I'm gonna look inside the cage and be like, all right, well, I gotta find a way to get this guy out. Thinking all this.
does anyone like Utah or the Paladin notice that a late grade looks weird, acting weird?
Looks a little
Yeah.
dumb.
I can't help myself.
Oh no, I could.
Oh.
Just a lot of drool.
Well, would you recognize Yuta as a friend or a foe now?
Is she? Can I tell her she's messed up?
Make a
I would just. I mean,
make an insight check.
You can
Hey,
ask,
druids can be weird,
yeah, she can ask me any question.
and if you can't figure it, you two will have a look at her.
19.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. She's usually pretty squared away. She's fairly well spoken.
She seems very out of it. Like
She's
totally
like-
understand what's happening.
She's like looking at you,
Oh, God.
like knows you but doesn't really know you, and then she looks at Kismet.
I'll walk up and I'll touch her and use cleansing touch. It ends the effect. End one spell on yourself or on one willing creature that you touch 5 times for long rest. So I don't know if she's willing or not, but you don't really know me right now.
Can Kismet assist by just yelling out, he's friendly. If she sees him or Lathrop reeling back.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. Trust him, I think.
Does the Lathrop make any kind of strange noise when this weird guy comes up to you, or do you You trust it.
I think I would like. I mean, if he doesn't look like he's coming, like he's not.
No
charging
weapon in
me,
hand, he's like hand just out in front.
I just would kind of like a scared.
Yeah.
But I would
Um,
let it.
uh,
I'll bite him if here.
at this point, Yuta also will step to the side of you, Paradane. I know you don't know me, but I can try to help. And he will cast Greater Restoration.
Slap them.
Do it.
Fuck me.
I'm gonna go deal with the bard.
So I'm back. And he is,
I turned away from you right as you probably came back then.
okay,
I'm going back to the cage, so. Start to. Wait for you to be ready.
Kismet, go ahead. Well, Yuta went. Yuta will say, it was not my intent for any of this to happen. I wasn't in control.
since when?
Before I met Lamara.
Where is she? I looked. I followed it all the way down. And she's nowhere. Where is she?
No. I imagine she is in. She's headed to the halls of Mount. To the halls of justice.
There's no body, like. How do we help her? How do we get her back?
It's out of our hands now. Her heart. Her heart is light enough. I don't know. It's possible. Like, can't look at you guys, but is keeping his head down. I believe she had a similar injury on her wrist that would have slowly taken her as well. It's not an excuse, it's just, I believe that's how it works. As you guys are saying they're having this conversation, go ahead.
Do I see our bag anyway?
Make a perception check.
Guidance myself.
Sure.
Table.
One of these, one of these.
Huh.
Did you see it?
It was very well.
Black,
Uh,
whatever number was it.
that is 30.
30.
Damn.
You quickly looking around, still having a little bit of the eagle eyes kind of fading out. You do see a bag floating in the pool, kind of near Carradine. He just kind of pushes past it and is headed toward the cage. You do see a familiar bag on the ground.
Get it.
Okay. You have your bag of holding again.
You can keep going, but I'll.
Yeah, you're good. As
I'll-
you two just kind of
I'll-
standing
Yeah,
there.
because I want to grill him questions.
I can go ahead, I totally get it. You sink into the crimson liquid, it's thicker. And you wade towards the cage. Go and make. Hold up, just make sure.
How long has it been?
Since just in general.
Yeah, I guess I would say, yeah, how long has it been?
Probably been 10 minutes. Yeah. Go
Oh,
make,
for
try to make a wisdom saving throw.
Most people minded, I don't know now. Yeah, I can't see. Fuck.
Whatever you can let me know who you're talking to, but how are you gonna do it?
All right. I'm not gonna say the name or anything. I'm just gonna say, get down on my knees and be like, I know, the relationship is strained right now, but law and order needs to be established again. We need any help we can get. If you can bring back our friends, at least this one, since we know where he is. Whatever the deal has to be to get him to come back.
You're saying this internally?
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever the price is at the end of it. Both of us will end up paying it.
You say that Kyrodane is being genuine in this moment?
Yeah.
Okay, make a religion check.
He's lying.
Say with advantage. It's good.
Pretty sure I have a +2, to be honest. Yeah. 14.
You can hear very faint echoes of thunder in your mind, like a soothing storm kind of surrounding you. You focus and you're reaching out. Schecter, as you see this Aarakocra, it says, "We need to get the fuck out of here." He brings you downstairs. Are you there, by the way?
Yeah, I'm here. You always get me when you make those scene transitions like that. I was like,
Sorry.
I
Sorry.
was like on the edge of my seat, like, oh my god, what's happening with Kyrodane? I'm like, oh god, it's my turn.
You-
Oh shit.
You are led downstairs by this Aarakocra. He's dragging you, like he knows where he's going.
I would be able to gather he's been here for a while then. Like, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, okay. So he leads you downstairs to the main floor that you arrived on. And you hear that guy that you saw, and he just screams across the room, "Are you comfortable yet?"
I think so. As I'm kind of like moving around.
Good. And he leads you down to a larger room, twice the size of either of the ones above, with twice the amount of people. I need you to make a perception check.
Okay. Uh do perception's not my worst. Dirty 20.
You said perception, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I rolled a 7.
Okay. Jesus. Across the room, he's like dragging you somewhere through the room, but across the room in the corner of one of the stalls or booths, if you will, you see a familiar elf.
Oh no.
Sad. Lost in thought. Just eyes cupped down in the drink.
What color hair?
Very familiar.
Okay, I'll go over.
What color?
Yeah, is it?
There's
blonde?
3 different colors. Well, I mean, I would check
It's
that.
blonde.
Oh,
It's
fuck,
blonde.
not what I
Okay.
expected.
Me
Oh,
either.
fuck.
Not what I
Oh,
expected.
I know.
We have more elves. We all have different color hair.
Yeah.
I'll go over to her, I assume her. Uh, and I don't know, there's like a hesitation of like, oh yeah, it's good to see you, but oh fuck, that's not good to see you here. Um, but I'll go over and kind of like, shake them awake for a second, uh, and go, what happened? Like let
She
Jarek know, hey, hang on a second, hold on, I need to.
he just is kind of behind you, like we don't have time. He's looking around like something's coming. He as you kind of startle Sella, she looks up at you like angry and confused, and it's like, Checker, what the fuck? You're not supposed to be here.
Why? I'm well aware of that. You're not supposed to be here either.
She's kind of stands up. She says, and after we escaped, you got away, you escaped. We were overwhelmed. We ran into another camp of drow. I'm sorry. Bria's all right. It happened so fast. There's nothing I could have done.
That's good to hear, kind of. I was in a similar situation. I found Jarek, but I think we need to go.
You look back and you don't see Jarek, but in the back of the room, you see a massive dragonborn looking around the room and then seeing you, begins walking through the crowd, pushing people aside. You hear, oh, just someone fly out of the room as he's walking towards you.
I grab Sella and just start going the other direction, wherever I think Jarek was going.
Okay. Okay. You pull her across, and she looks at you. She's kind of, you standing by this window, you think, or some kind of stained glass. You can't really see anything on the outside of this place. It's this strange kind of orange glow. And she looks at you and she just says, Schecter, I'm sorry. I didn't want this to happen.
I know. It's okay. We're both here now. Let's try and get out of here.
You feel a strong claw grab you by the center of the chest, and all it says is, a deal has been made, and throws you through the stained glass, and you begin falling and falling and falling until you smack into liquid or something. You look around, your hands are covered in red. There is this yellow glow around you. Harding, you look up and you see Schecter's eyes blink. He kind of drinks like he hasn't had water, and who knows how long. The structure begins to shake and sway. Chains begin to break.
Oh, okay.
I need everyone on the bridge besides you two, to make strength saving throws as the whole platform begins to collapse from the roof.
Natural 20. Ooh. For 20.
19.
Okay. You gotta beat a 12. The whole structure smacks on the hard water. But it remains afloat in a strange teal blue liquid. It's kind of milky substances dancing through the liquid. They look like massive jellyfish. And you guys begin to float. You have no idea where you're going. Actually,
I will say, no one touch the water. It's not normal.
Paradane, you're 1, Lathrop, you're 2, Kismet, you're 3, Schecter, you're 4, go and roll D4.
A 2.
Lathrop, need you to roll D4. Figure out where the ship's going.
Two.
Back to back twos.
It's weird.
There you go.
Schecter, you're awake. You're in the force cage, but there's no Gladen, there's no anyone else around except for the paladin, Kyrodane, kind of looking at you with a knowing expression.
I stand up, and I think I'm still all Davy Jonesy because the altar self is an hour long, I think. And if the force cage is still up, then it hasn't been an hour.
I think you lose it when you
It's concentration.
when you fell.
Well, but it was a potion. So it was like, it's not a spell that I'm casting or anything like that. It's just a thing that's happening to my body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you want it, yeah,
It's not going to matter much, but definitely I stand up and I look at everybody and kind of start to gather what has happened. Like I know what happened to me already, but then seeing everybody else and doing a head count, it's like the tentacles just writhe in a very sad way and like kind of go from being tense to just like lax and sad and kind of hanging down for a moment. I go to give like a thumbs up that I'm okay, but the tentacles are not behaving. Man. It's yeah, there's nothing like in the cage with me, right? There's nothing like that got dropped or fell or
right. You're in this cube, and you can see Kyrodane was kneeling, kind of stands up outside of you. That's all you can really see in the immediate area. You're kind of in a sunken, maybe 10, 15-foot pit.
am I at 1 HP?
Yeah.
Well,
Sure
that is
up.
better than nothing.
Better than
Thank
Mhm.
you. I think the first thing Schechter would probably say would be like, what happened? Where is everybody? Where's Laura? Where's Tibbles? I mean, they're the ones missing.
If you want to, otherwise I'm gonna not be nice.
You're the only one close
You're
to
the
her.
only one standing right
Okay.
here.
When Laura's dead, she got thrown off into the water. Tibbles is safe. I think she's back in hell.
That's safe.
Her it is.
Yeah.
And they brought you back to life.
They who? Kind of looking around for somebody like Yuta's
I-
still there, right?
No, he said we. He said we brought you back to life.
Oh, okay. I thought he said they. I was very confused. I mean, I'm still confused because I came back in a very different fashion than we've ever had to deal. Like I'm here by myself. Nobody's touching me. Nobody's used my diamond. Like I am very confused in this moment.
Reach into my bag, I'm assuming that I still have. I would assume I would have symbols.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll pull one out. I'll just toss it to him. I'll be like, you're probably going to want to start praying.
Oh, shit. Wow.
It's a symbol of Bahamut.
Huh.
Damn.
Okay,
Wow.
they reached out to Bob.
So
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't get too attached. There were definitely strings. But I'll let you talk to him about that.
okay. I thank you. I'm pretty sure this is some new territory for me. Would I be able to grab whatever he's trying to hand me, or is he holding it out just to show me?
Yeah, through the we'll say through the cage. I know it's a certain size, but we'll say for this, he's able to hand you the symbol that can fit through the cage into your palm.
Okay.
It's kind of a silver amulet, if you will, and it kind of has a not a crude, a very nice outline of a draconic face, kind of outlined in a lighter silver to contrast the darker silver.
Do I have to wear this in a specific place? Are there rules about how I pray? You know what?
Keep it on you.
I'll ask questions later. Yeah, and I'll tuck that
Just
into.
ask your questions to Bahamut. He'll have your answers.
For some reason, I feel like I've heard that before, but okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Any idea on how long I was out?
About 15 minutes probably.
Okay.
I just started this list.
Well, I'm gonna be stuck in this thing for a minute.
Well, I know.
Uh, I think after like a minute or two of interacting with Kyrodane, Schecter's attention might turn to Yuta, and
Oh.
he's still there, right?
I was gonna grab him.
Yeah, he looks to be kind of, he's standing up on the platform. You can kind of see, looks like there's his back is to you and Alatri is in front of him, and she looks pissed.
Yeah.
I
Right?
Yeah, when the whole thing fell in,
That's about right.
I
Because it's
wanted
just
to kind of grab him to,
Okay.
to the edge. I'm sorry, Schechter.
No, it's fine. That I can't do anything about it anyway. I just wanted to yell at him. Fucking yeah, no, Schechter's definitely got some emotions boiling up. I know he probably just points to Yuta and goes, "You." Thinks about it for a second. Yuta, you asshole! I knew it. And
So-
kind of, I don't know, saves any like bitch slaps for later or something like that. Like
Okay.
I don't know. There's
Alright.
there's a lot going on in Schechter's head right now.
Yeah. It's kind of had this kind of pent up energy later. You kind of pull him off to the side as you guys begin rocking and kind of slowly moving and turning along this liquid.
Yeah.
Um,
So realizing what it was from when I was a bird, immediately panicked that we're gonna sink, but we don't. But now we're moving. So that's why I kind of grabbed him like, where is this going? Where are we going? Where do we need to go? What do we do? If anyone would know, it would be you. You gotta see me.
there's no real immediate reaction. He just kind of slowly nods in agreement. And he just says, the river Styx could lead us to several different places. Gehenna, the Nine Hells, the Abyss. But I believe we are on a route to Pandemonium.
What the fuck? Do I know what that is? Okay, well that doesn't sound great. So how do we stop that? Do you have a way to get us out of here? How long? What do you know? I have other questions for him, but this is right now.
In my current status, I am sure it's the same for you. I cannot do this out of here. I can navigate the waters. I am familiar with the burying of the river Styx.
Okay.
I can still get us out of here. I can totally still get us out of here. We just need to know where to go.
Your checkers again.
Can you do that while you're in that cage?
No, we gotta wait a couple minutes for that.
Like an hour.
40, yeah. Okay, so if you know, I guess, make sure that we're going to the safest place.
Can
What do you need? Yeah.
anyone make me some kind of steering device, an oar, a stick?
Kismet will walk over to some piece of wood and break it. If there's anything that she can.
You walk back to where the druids vine, we'll say, was made. You kind of snap that, the remaining of it's kind of a large Nike swoop or like a J hook. You hand it to him and he kind of presses into his chest and just kind of nods.
Can you even do anything or blind?
I can make it work. And he kind of walks to the rear, sets it on the side and begins. Navigating.
Do you need help?
Eventually, perhaps, should the waters turn rough.
I mean, I can just make another oar and get the other side.
That would be appreciated. Just kind of keeps his head down and nods, like
I guess they will do the same.
he's unwilling to accept the help because of what's happened, obviously, but he seems that he needs the help.
Out the raft from the same place with another brand.
Okay.
And then very securely tie my shield to it, so I feel like that'd probably be a little more lasting.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Gizmo will just grab another vine.
So where did they go? Where did they go? Where did they go? They didn't take you, but where did they go? I know you know.
They will return to the Underdark for her celebration, if you will, coming home party of sorts. Imagine they will bring back the one who is dead. And then they will make them march to wherever they go.
Where is it?
They will seek the last stone in the astral plane. Where it is there, I do not know. But we spoke about it often. Seemed eager for it. I imagine once they're rested and ready and equipped, imagine they will make their way. The armies will do the rest here.
So they don't have everything that they need.
I don't think they do. I think they are close. I don't think they have everything yet.
Can I check the bag? For the stone? I don't know how that would work if they had the bag. Like, does it matter what it's called when it's put in?
What do you say?
And like, I could pull out all of my notebooks and see what we wrote down when we got. there.
I'll make you do that. You reach
Thank
in
you.
and you try to summon it and nothing returns.
Okay.
Because you kind of are thinking that, Kismet, you remember that slimy little spot with the white wand, you picked him up before you left.
Oh,
The two stones.
Would I already know anything about like deity rankings, you know, like how there's like
Like lesser, greater.
yeah, major, minor.
Make a religion check. Bahamut's a greater deity. You're pretty sure that Wolf might be, but it's not 100%.
Bashu. Gesundheit.
You fix, you saw.
No, it has to be 3 or 4 every time. Okay. Okay, never mind, be on there.
All right.
I have a thing whenever you got a sec.
Yeah, I gotta bounce back over to Winlara.
Yeah.
And then Tibbs, and I'll be back to the group.
Yeah.
As you pass through the gate from the first Goliath, you have a little girl in your hand, and it is like kind of strangely beautiful in this place, but extremely eerie, with kind of the black voids in the sky. Up ahead, you see a stone bunker-like structure that appears very long, left to right. As you begin to approach, you hear a strange cracking sound. As you look up, a piece above appears to be falling. I need you, and I'll roll for her to make a dexterity saving throw. And then, yeah, I'll let you hide her. Jesus. Be gone.
Oh, that was almost bad. 27.
Only take,
I'm already dead. How can I have hit points?
you have, just so you know, your soul has 100.
Oh, fuck.
And if that goes, There is nothing else afterwards.
Oh,
You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
100 soul points?
Oh.
And as that's, you kind of.
That I took 15?
15, the structure slaps to the ground, just exploding in all directions, and you wake up and you just have this ringing. You have some kind of clear liquid coming from your nose. You're not sure, you're like, what is that, brain, spinal, what is that? You look around, you see the girl underneath some of the structure. Trying to move, but just having trouble.
Okay, I'll run over.
It's not my intent, but she has 1 hit point left.
Oh, holy shit.
It's 16. She's good.
Oh, okay. I'll,
More pieces
no.
look like they are beginning to fall.
I'm gonna try to get her out of there
Okay.
quickly.
Everything begins exploding and erupting around you. And as you slam through the door. You enter a long corridor, hallway that stretches off to infinity. There are thousands, if not tens of thousands, of humanoids of all sorts wandering aimlessly. What the fuck is going on? Where do we go? There's supposed to be more ships. Can anyone help us? Just different people saying different things. They're all bumping into you. The little girl, people are walking back out the way you came. There's no direction.
And I can piece together what happened, right?
What do you think?
And just that no one's carrying souls over. That connection is broken.
It seems that kind of in this, either the spawning of the chosen, the breaking of that gate, or both, there are currently no boundaries for death.
I'll hold Aaron in my arms and I'll just try to,
You kind of pick her up.
yeah.
It's people are bumping into you. It's starting to kind of piss you off. You wish you had Nightmare's Bane or something on you. People are just the most inconsiderate, and they're scared, they're angry, everything. Perception check, please.
29.
Slithering on the ground is a very, very long snake.
Do I remember the snake figure of my teaching?
You do not.
Okay, I'll follow it.
Okay. And this kind of strange, like echoey voice, you just hear everyone remain home. Me. I will guide your soul to the reserve. Everything will share.
Oh, insight check that fucking.
Okay.
Do I know? Would I know that West is not where we want to go?
Yes, go ahead and make an investigation check in your book. Okay.
So 5.
You know West is not the right way to go. You don't know who this person is.
Okay. Are people listening?
Yeah. A few hundred people are like kind of walking in this strange kind of slithering motion.
I'll yell to everyone. It's like, don't follow the snake. Something's not right.
No, this is where we should go.
No.
Are you sure that there's no fucking ships? What are we supposed to do?
You're supposed to wait for the ships. This isn't right. West is not where you need to go.
How are we supposed to get judges? There's no fucking ferries.
Just have to be patient. Something else is happening.
Make a persuasion check.
Uh,
I would say disadvantage, but we'll just say for you it's
16.
what you know, what makes you so smart.
I'm a cleric of Anubis.
Well, this is Apex. This is the goddess truth, she said. So
The snake said that's who they were?
that's what he's saying. This is the snake's name. Exactly,
Mm.
goddess of truth.
Sure.
This isn't right. Don't follow her.
Make one more investigation check.
Ugh, 13.
Seems like the snake has stopped as you're kind of reading through this black book and begins to coil and turn around left. So you did come prepared. Who am I? Yeah, this is Apep, but this is the arch rival of Ma'at. Who Ma'at is a goddess of truth. This is a goddess of deception.
Okay. You're APEP? APEP?
So I am.
You deceive people.
They give people another choice. They cannot see.
You're leading them to. Oh. Beyond death. They need their luck, judgment to determine if they can go to paradise or not. This isn't right, and you know it.
Tongue kind of clicks out a few times. She says, "Step northward. Make your way across the ferry. There, one ferry remains. As for these, and you can just see a couple of, probably a few hundred people around here. They are mine. Regrettable losses born from the severing of the ridge. And the loss of the Raven Queen.
We'll say that again. Sorry.
Loss of the Raven Queen.
Regrettable losses born from the severing of the bridge and the loss of the Raven Queen.
Got it.
Step aside.
No one thinks this isn't right.
The tongue clicks a few times again. The raven has been astray for and in her life. Quiet back there.
I know. I can't hear.
And in her sorry. We're all very sick and deaf. Raven has been astray for some time, and in her leave, Anubis and the other judges have been preoccupied. The raven guides the soul in the instant moment of death. Anpu, or Anubis, as you call him, carries the soul from her shores through the veil, through the afterlife. He's burdened himself both tasks, and hence, here we are. I don't think you'll be fixing anything.
You said one last ferry in the north. How do I know you're not lying to me now?
Go to your judgment. It matters not to me. If anything, I'm doing you a favor before the devourer feeds on these damned few.
Oh, push my way past.
Snake slithers away, and a crowd of followers trail the creatures like a flock of sheep. Yeah, I think we're gonna make it.
No. They're gonna cure me of my illness.
Is Jerry in
We're improving. You cross the water. And it is freezing cold, and you make a Constitution saving throw.
I keep thinking of Jack Sparrow's words where he's like, the best part about a dishonest person is that you can always trust them to be dishonest.
What about Aaron?
You roll.
Okay, 22.
You take 3 points of cold damage. That's right, yeah.
Okay. Aaron?
She passed.
Yeah.
Away?
Yeah.
She passed.
Oh,
Okay.
She didn't take anything.
oh, okay.
What was
You did
what?
You're in it. Well,
Okay, okay.
I know, we're like, oh, well, if Brad
Um,
got 3, then.
we'll say-
Karen's one.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
say she's swimming on your back and.
Or sitting on your
she
back.
just won't make it to the door.
Okay.
Okay. At the other side, you can see there is a very small ship ferry. And standing on top is a young hippo-like humanoid. Hey guys, how are you now?
Could be better.
Well, I'm happy you're here. I was about to leave.
What happened to the? Is this really the last ferry?
Hmm? Yes. We have a few souls that seem very ready for judgment, and I don't know where they go afterwards, but yeah.
Your name again?
What is my name?
I should have, if you told me to study beforehand, I would have. Investigation. Oh, 8.
Tawaret.
I've seen this episode of Moon Knight, Owlman. Tolerate.
You know, that's very good. It seems like that book can assist you in many ways. Not everyone comes prepared with a book, or a sigil, or a guard for their heart. It's sad. Some people go in a little unprepared.
How do you come in here with a sigil or a guard for your heart?
Oh, you know, when people normally are ready for death, they're prepared. And, you know, the ones that die instantly or unexpectedly, they're not prepared. But you have your book. So, pick a pattern. Let's go. Let's go.
Right. I'll put Karaman and then I'll find him.
Okay. Ferry turns off the river and begins carrying itself through the sand. So quiet and peaceful up here. You feel like you're floating on the clouds. And for this brief moment, you feel truly free. Yes.
What does Karen look like?
She looks happy. Her kind of long curly hair is kind of blowing, and it looks like she's briefly taken out of where she is.
Karen? Yeah. Do you know where you're from?
Um,
Can you describe where you lived?
It's up north a bit. It's in the woods. We live next to a castle. That's all I really know.
Did you do anything in the woods?
I got fire sticks sometimes.
Hmm.
Mhm.
What did your parents do?
They worked for the castle.
Would I know?
They got vegetables and stuff for the castle.
Okay.
Where are we going?
We're going someplace else.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, where? Someplace good.
You'll go someplace good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As the ferry's base softly settles on another river shore. Tips. You you kind of see that document. And the obscured appear to be building a small fire in a giant hearth. They're all moving very quickly and efficiently. They get the logs, they get the kindling, they get the kind of the rock to start scratching, begin blowing the flame against her eyes and rise. Mistress, if we're not here when you get back, it was very nice to meet you. Where are you going?
For all that's worth, tell him I forced you to do it. And then I want to I wanna go to the Temple of Anubis.
Okay.
Huh? The- Oh. Yeah, well, no.
Diagonally.
Diagonally. You could, you would
Just
know.
where I had last saw them, I thought, I'm like, it's
Yeah.
only been a couple seconds for her, so she's like,
Yeah.
they're where they
As
are.
you, the fire will reveal itself to you, so as the
Yeah.
fire kind of erupts into the small kind of picturesque frame, if you will. You can see Cardane kind of steering something with Utah. And Kismet as well. And you can see Lathrey just standing, kind of looking off somewhere. Sad and just deep in thought, but you see them and they appear to be moving.
Would I know if I went through, I could safely, well, no. I'll pop out my wings, just in case. And then I'll step through the fire and get back to my friends.
As you kind of look through the picture again, you can see the force cage still there. So however long you've been away, that cage is still there and can't really make out anything within. Go ahead and make roll d20 and add your spell casting modifier.
30.
Okay. As you step through.
Oh, wait, you said modifier. Not attack.
Yeah.
Still,
So probably good.
23.
As you step through the familiar flame, everything turns blue around you, and then you this kind of small vortex of curling blue flame, like you're shot through a catapult, and it's hot, but it does not burn. And you, in kind of an explosion, while you guys hear within this tunnel, an explosion of blue flame, and you guys see Tibbs kind of erupt through, with wings. And you're able to guide yourself and kind of lay down. And she's simmering, like smoking.
Oh,
I'm smoking.
it's bad for your health.
Yeah, yeah, chutney.
What happened?
We lost.
When is
Lara's dead.
dead and gone, and her body is nowhere to be found, and the platform fell, and now we're going somewhere. You two can help guide the direction. This is not normal. This is not normal water. This is like when we were in the Shadowfell and we jumped over.
But don't
It's
touch the
River
water.
Styx, no.
Okay,
So
but everybody else is here. Schecter's still in the cage.
yeah, we're waiting for the cage to come down. He says that he can get us out of here, but
But
not
when,
until that's done.
okay, when Laura's gone though, what
Yes.
happened to her?
Got thrown off into the water.
Bladen took her heart out,
I don't know who Danny is.
and then the Dania came back somehow. And she walked over to Gwen's body and picked her up and threw her over. I turned into an eagle. I dove over. I looked everywhere, and she's gone. There's her body.
There's so many things.
Things are not right. Things are breaking. I could see through to the fortress of memories. Yeah. So Utah says that this river goes a lot of different places, so I don't know if that's one of them, but I'm just trying to keep it from going, I guess, to any of the bad ones while we wait for the cage to come down so we can get out of here.
So none of
Regroup
this
and
sounds
figure out
ideal.
what's going on.
And then once Schecter comes out of the cage, is there any other way out? Or are we to just follow this river?
I think Schechter said he had
Yeah,
He has a
spell or something.
yeah, I think he can shift us.
Well, first we need to try to get back with Laura. Right?
Well, do we know where she is?
You
If she
two,
even exists still?
I was say you two made it sound like there's nothing we have to do. At least not here. We don't want to back too, but also we can't be here. This is not the right place. This is wrong. We need to get out. They're trying to bring love back. Completely.
Okay,
But they don't have everything they need yet. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot we need to do and try to figure out, but
yes, there is.
right now we need to not go into the water and hopefully not go into any of these portals that he was talking about.
No, and admittedly, I don't know how long I have here. I don't think my father realized I was back in Kenya.
How did
But he'll know soon enough. I have one option. And it's kind of a risky option, but I could potentially bring Lenora back. But you're saying that's not a good idea to bring her back here?
I don't think it's a good idea for any of us to be here right now. I think we need to.
But there's nowhere else to go. Until Schechter gets out of this cage. Schechter, are you able to teleport or do anything to get out of this cage?
Yeah, but if I do, then I can't get us out.
How long has it been?
I'll say at this point, it's probably been half an hour.
And I can't Misty stuff in there, can I?
Let me double check.
I think it's the same rules getting in as out. Basically, that you just have to pass the charisma save, which would be 18. And I don't know that that's incredibly difficult for you. Probably not.
I don't think you can take me one.
Can Misty stuff bring another person? Nope.
Understood.
I could understand the I can message Jeff and then thunder step.
Could
myself.
Kismet do the shadow step thing?
Kismet can't bring anybody with her.
Understood.
Gotcha.
Spell.
Yeah.
Is that like I don't know. It counts as like a teleport spell. Would
It
that work?
technically counts as a teleport spell.
The DM's Googling.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm pretty sure that like any teleportation magic will get you in or out, but it's just that question of passing the save as to whether or not it's going to work. Because I think yeah, I mean Bladen like Misty stepped out or whatever. It might have been something else, but he did some pretty basic teleportation out. And it's like I just have only one use of it left is the thing. If I could do it a couple times, I totally would and try to get out and then get us out quicker, but I don't know, unless that's up to the DM, unless I could just teleport all of us from here, like me and us out of the spot.
You need to be out of it. I'm just trying to think if she. Let me read it.
That's what I was thinking too. I just figured I'd ask.
Yeah, no, I got you, man.
And then once we kind of get this squared away, Schechter's definitely making a little bit of use of this alone time-ish. I mean, like short rest sort of time. I want to try and see if Jarek's still in the loot after meeting him in Purgatory. That's very confusing. I hope he's still around. That would be nice. And then he'll probably spend 5 or 10 minutes praying. We'll get to that. I want to know about Jarek first.
Okay. What do you say, Jared?
Well, that was rather nice to meet you. I'm sorry that I got distracted. Yeah, I think you know what Sella meant to me. It was very jarring to see her all of a sudden. But hey, I'm here now, back again. How are you there?
Just quiet.
Damn.
I hope you're not mad at me. I understand if you're upset, but you're here with me, man. I'm here with you. Still quiet.
Quiet.
Oh man. What kind of Eric Crow is he? I've been wondering that one ever since you introduced the character, but
He was gray.
like an
Um,
owl, like a pigeon.
He kind of looked like an owl. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I ain't like now.
Kind of like,
Actually.
He's an old school. He's an old school owlin where you had to do an Aarakocra and call it an owl instead of just having an owlin
Yeah.
and it
Thank
be
you.
an owl.
Thank you. Sorry. Been a few questions at once. Okay. You can Misty step in, but it's just gonna be a save.
That was gonna be a save.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'll miss a step in.
18.
It's
Charisma save.
for the 28.
All right, you're in.
Yeah. All right, and then I'm just gonna grab Schecter and Thunderstep out. I can't believe we did this. Did this happen?
Okay.
Do I need to make another
Yep. Schecter, you as well.
Thunderstep?
Oh, I have to do save?
Boy, if you fail this.
Okay. Okay. I know Tibbles and what she can do. I literally she makes that bang of coming in and I'm like, oh God. And then she grabs me and it's like, whoa, wait. Hey, hang on. I'm gonna use 2 healing words on myself so that I have some HP in case anything goes wrong in between getting out of here.
Excuse me. Nice. Was another charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
Means it,
Hey,
means it.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, you needed to beat 18 or get 18 or yeah.
Oh, shit.
So instead of losing spell completely, you are about to grab Schecter. He's like, wait. Touches himself a few times, pats himself on the chest, take some deep breaths, and you Thunderstep out, and you guys are out of the force cage. I'm shaking my teeth. As you guys blink back out, you hear, excuse me, Yuta in the back just say, "Everyone, hold on again. Going over another fall."
Oh.
Everyone, make a strength saving throw.
I know, I was like, maybe we can teleport first.
Strain?
Yep.
Well,
Oh, we're by Kyra Dane, does that help?
Does it help, Guardian?
Is that where everyone actually is?
well,
You were in the back steering.
I was by them.
Well, if you're close to me, then yes, then you get it.
No, everyone's way far away.
Well, I mean, I haven't moved.
Well, I don't know if I'm actually there because I was
Yeah, I
on
haven't
steering.
moved. Fine.
Yeah, you're in the back.
Okay, so.
I
more like that.
was back, yeah.
So then yeah, everyone get
So
it.
it's not Tibbs and Chuck.
Yeah.
What do we at?
heroic is
Plus
12,
five.
but if Tibbles has to go airborne, she's gonna go airborne.
16.
Okay, you pass.
18 for Schecter.
Okay, Tibbs, you're kind of as it kind of goes like this, you're slowly kind of thrown aside, but you kind of rub your wings at the last minute. And as you guys hit the bottom again, and you begin to plateau again on the water, everyone make a perception check that's on the boat right now.
Oh wait, Kismet too.
21.
9.
Oh, I didn't roll for Kismet. for her strength save
I'm
throw.
sure she'll get this.
I'm sure she'll be fine. I mean. Oh, yeah, 16 plus 9. She's fine, and then perception. Kismet
30,
got
20.
Kismet got a 19. Pibble's got a 10.
Alright. Kismet, Schecter, and a late 3, you guys would notice it quickly. First, it sounds like dozens and dozens of voices screaming and howling. Like piercing loud. As you guys continue to move, it's louder and louder.
I think we need to go. I don't, yeah.
Where are we going?
Okay.
I'm in agreement.
I think we need to go to my forest.
Yuta nods and says, "We're getting close to the edge of Venom."
Yep, we need to go.
Schecter, do you have
Shepton,
something now?
take us to my home because the matron spoke about not
Well, I,
in the first
Uh,
place. So if anyone's gonna know anything, that's also where Fiddle's mom was, so. There were, last time I was there were helpful dragons, and there's the only other person I think that's on this planet that knows how to stop what they're doing right now.
yeah, you probably have a way to get us there at some point.
Oh,
My best bet is to get us. Okay, as far as I know, we're on the material plane of existence still, right? Like we're about to be on the next plane. Sorry, there's a bunch of cars going by.
no, you're fine. Yeah, as far as you know, you're on the material plane.
Because
Oh,
before we
do
left,
you have plane shift?
I have teleportation.
Oh, yeah, teleportation, okay.
And so I need an associated object, and the best associated object I have.
That was good if you knew where you're going.
It's
Um,
instantaneous.
Well, if you need an associated object as well, at least
You
we have.
don't need one.
Okay, but
It
still.
was like, I have.
She
all
has
kinds of
stuff.
things on my person.
Me?
Yeah,
It would be, I feel like he's very familiar, right?
We've been there multiple times.
yeah, it would be very familiar.
And then he can just borrow something from you. If
Yeah.
he really needs to.
Well, okay, if Lathree wants us to go to her home, I tell her. I mean, I've been there, so I know it. But I tell her to give me something from
That's-
there.
You don't need it. Yeah.
I don't need it, but it's just gonna assure our chances a little better.
Okay. Do you want anything you want?
Sure, I'll hand him the, I have an owlbear claw that I've had forever, that I encountered that right outside of but it hung in, in my house forever. If
Okay.
I wasn't wearing it, that's where it was, so.
Alrighty. Go and roll D100.
Okay. Hilarious! I did not pull out 2d10. I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna be in for this. Absolutely forgetting
that's how Bria
teleportation
happened.
uses.
I wish you heard you.
Shut the fuck up.
I was like, oh, I wish you heard.
That was good, that was good.
79.
Okay.
Before that happens, right before we do that, I'm gonna pull Dibble aside while they're arguing and be like, we have to talk.
Okay.
Once we get there, so.
As you say that, the bard kind of draws a circle incantation on the ground. Do you guys want to use it? Or not?
As much as I don't, yes, because.
Yeah, no,
We-
everybody
we-
that
we
is
need
alive has to come
Tell
with
that
us.
we-
Okay, as the screaming gets louder and louder,
Yeah.
you just starts to look concerned. You grab him hard
Yeah.
by the wrist and just pull him and towards you guys. And as you say, we need to talk. Everyone feels this free fall moment, Tower of Terror style, as you guys just drop and begin falling and falling and falling.
People said something.
They feel like they're not working.
Damn it.
As you guys land in soft soft leaves, soil. Mara, Members on the boat begin walking over the edge, crawling over. It's very, they're going over the boat, they're kind of leaving, everyone's leaving.
What?
It parked,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
yeah,
I
it
forgot,
parked
sorry,
right
I
when it
forgot, I
jumps
forgot,
out.
I forgot.
There's a lot of jumping.
I'm like, what the fuck?
The ferry went off the sand and is now on the edge of another river.
All right, thank you, Tower Rat, or just that way?
You should clear your mind. Don't want anything weighing you down. Just kind of pat you on the side. Wow. Farewell, wanderers.
Bye.
Go on, get.
Ahead you see a large adobe red building. As you approach, the scale becomes strange to you, where you really can't sense how big it is. It's like kind of stays the same, but then you look up, it's an enormous structure. As you approach the door, the young girl squeezes your hand. I don't know if I want to be scared. I want to go home.
Oh. Kneel down to her, saying eye to eye. Say, Karen, this is where you and I both need to go. We can't go back. It's the only way to move forward.
Persuasion check.
Oh. 14.
Smiles. As you kneel down, she kind of gives you a hug and squeezes you into her. You let go and you kind of look out, the door behind her is open, and you see Anubis standing there, kind of in this strange silhouette shadow. Takes a little girl by the hand. The door shuts. You wait. Wait. Who knows how long? The door eventually opens again, and you see that robed humanoid with a Jekyll-like head. So it begins, extends his hand to you.
I nod and I take it.
He's almost leading you in a cordial manner, like he's guiding you to a seat at an ice ball or anything kind of like that. Looking, he says, as you may already know, the bridge between here and Shadowfell is severed.
I do.
We have rules. Those restrictions are what make civilization and even the gods synchronize. If the rules are gone, there will be chaos. Death will have no bounds.
How can I fix it?
You must enter this place without fear of yourself or hesitation of the future. I am not the lone decisive out here.
Sorry.
What was the last?
I am not the lone decision maker.
Oh.
Who else is here?
I'll take you to them. Hard to tell how long it takes, but there is a few tunnels, these triangular tunnels that he leads you through. Before he leads you into a great hall with a number of people. Make a perception check.
11.
It just got really bad for something. This is a large amphitheater with several dozen people, but you cannot make out there's gray faces, literally. But in this kind of circular amphitheater with you kind of approaching the center of this horseshoe, so to speak, in the center rear, you can see two large scales, and behind it, the face of an impossibly large crocodile. I'll show you what that looks like.
I've been reading the like first Yu-Gi-Oh manga recently, and there's a bit in there where there's scales, and the main character has to deal with the thing that Paul's going to show you, that creature. I forget his name, but Anubis's little crocodile minion guy came into play, and it was just really interesting thinking about it. Anytime anything happens to do with Anubis in literature, I'm like, oh hey.
Right,
It's true.
there it is. Sorry, I was looking for a particular picture. What essentially the group chat. Um, throughout this theater, as you approach and see the figure, you can hear it just going. Here's the eating something.
Can I whisper to Anubis real quick?
Just kind of stands there looking straight ahead,
And what of Karen?
points ahead, and you can see the little girl standing in front of the scales, kind of waiting her turn as you're receiving your judgment from the audience, we'll say. Your voice call out. Step to the center.
I step forward.
Just sounds of your footsteps. Another voice. You come to your confessions. You must acknowledge your deeds to these gods.
The audience are gods, or
And it just kind of leans forward and it's the negative confession, your wrongs that you have done, wrong deeds.
I committed the taboo. I tried to bring back my wife who had passed. Didn't work. And her soul was lost.
Make a persuasion check at advantage. Hear another voice say, yeah, well, what else? Deserter, traitor to your people.
I left the Underdark. I betrayed the army. I ran away. And I took her with me.
Another voice. Murdered. Gwinaste, a male drow, a deserter amongst the Shadowfell.
I gave him a mercy.
You just hear him whispering.
He would have been hunted down had I not stepped in. He would have been tracked, tortured for many years because he had left. That's not fair.
Check this one out.
I was like, didn't he ask you to?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. That's a
Yeah,
long time
I
ago.
remember him asking you to.
11.
We feel your intent. We've heard enough. You may step forward to the scales of justice. There you can say something.
I do kind of have a question. Have I been a pawn for this game this whole time? I learned so much about Anubis for the past couple years. I thought I controlled that fate. Was I not given the choice to follow you freely?
Let's go up low whispering. You may step forward.
Step forward.
Okay. As you kind of begin walking your way, Anubis to your side, you can see a small girl standing off to the side, just like. As you approach, you can see on the opposite side of the scale was an alien-headed humanoid, not Aerocop or anything you've really seen before, but beautiful, but kind of wide, intense eyes. She places a ornate feather on the right side. And Anubis looks to you and says,
Music's intense. Sorry, go ahead.
"Your heart ready?"
Whatever's left of it.
Okay. If you'd like to roll right here. And you can use mine and yours.
I like mine. Can I just bring this whole thing behind?
Sure.
I like my suit. It's been giving me some decent stuff today.
I feel like she should get advantage. Or
Oh,
guidance.
You're rolling behind the screen, making it all mystery, huh? Okay. Somebody tell me Abby's poker face.
I don't know.
It's poker.
Poker. As these scales shift slightly, and he speaks to you again. Should your heart be found just, know that your life is tied to others now. The draconic magic bird, a strange hybrid. Half of your heart is within the one you call Vidania. The other half of her heart looks at you. You will share his pain, both physically and emotionally. Should he die, so too will your life be at risk.
You mean Vladen?
And now let's go and roll again.
Oh, shit.
That's right, he has half. Yes.
Well, I don't think Layden has half her heart. I think.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
I thought it was. I thought it was Vidania that does. Well, they both do.
Oh, yeah,
But they are, yeah.
Used by the dragon.
yeah.
I must rebuild what is broken. The time that it will require, even I cannot say. Death has no boundaries. There are forces moving to take advantage of this.
Please. Let me help. Let me fix the wrongs that I've done. I've tried so hard to prevent this.
Yeah. Well, it's my place. Scales move again. You and yours must stop this chosen from completing their task. You must stop this genocide they so desperately seek, for I cannot carry the weight of an impending apocalypse. As the bits of your heart slowly raise slightly higher than the feather. There is one who has been hesitant to leave, though he has granted passage to the afterlife before the severing of the bridge. He helped design this. As the sand below you is disturbed, a black mask raises on a stone pillar. Forged from the piece of my helm, I have imbued a portion of my essence. Your faith has been a strange one. You have served me well, be it even by fear at times. I gave you this as your final task.
Hold it. And before I place it on my head, I'll just look to him and say, I will be your sword. And where?
This item is forged in the underworld Duan within the halls of Ma'at. The top half reveals a rare silver jackal face with black and gold ears and a cloth draped over and behind, almost like a hood. Take these as well. Offers you a small box. Your wife's remains. You will hate them in the end. Even I cannot see how this will finish. Should you restore her, mind, body, and soul, perhaps your nightmare will finally be over.
Where do I need to go next?
I'll show you. I'll read that right now.
Sorry. I'll follow.
Do not fear death, for it will come to all. Till we meet again, Shepherd. He places your heart back in your chest. That's where I end tonight's session.
Do not fear death, as it will come to all
Until we meet again,
until we meet again.
Shepherd.
Is really all we have to do?
Yeah, because I didn't think you were going to where you guys are going.
So the first roll was a 19. The second one was a natural 20.
Oh,
And then like an 11 and a 14. But I was just like, please don't be a 1. But that was my base because it was almost a 2.
yeah,
If ever you're gonna roll good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Had a, if she fails, in all caps.
Oh,
I succeed.
Different.
That was some good rolls of like
You
how
have it
with how
better.
bad we started the session and then getting to that, like holy crap. That was good.
Well, it's a bit of a shorter session because I know you guys say you don't mind, but a little bit shorter one to kind of reset. And you guys are in a cool spot, I think.
Yeah.
For next session.
Oh, my Tommy.
I know.
Sorry, it was so scattered.
It was
there
that-
a lot
it was
to-
great.
it made sense. It made complete sense. That's what it had to be. I mean, truly. Yeah. And like everyone's been so piecemeal to either like me feeble-minded or her vanished or Schechter dead. So many or Win gone. So many of the party have either been gone for when things have happened, or like I don't know who all was around when the matron gave her little monologue that Nah was the one that fucking killed Lo with her group of friends. I was like, oh, shit.
What a bad bitch.
Yeah, she's badass, man.
She's like killing killing Basmarine, kind of.
Well, it's cool because she's like, she has,
She was the adventurer.
she has
Yeah.
knowledge that no one else does. Like, why is she so old? Like, no one knows.
No one knows how old she is.
So
nobody.
she had that draconic
Blessing.
magic before anyone else did, and she didn't want anyone else to. She made a mistake. She didn't want anyone else to make a mistake, so she went to the source to end it.
That's fucking insane.
Good job, guys.
Just hanging out in my grandma's hut, drinking tea, not realizing what a badass. I mean, just badass. No, damn. Oh my god.
That's a version 1, so we need to make tweaks.
Okay,
And if you have questions, let me know.
gotcha.
I hope we don't show up and everyone's dead. We'll see. I did have a bunch of dragons come to help, so.
True. Whew. Yay.
Renewed.
That was pretty awesome.
Renewed.
No, I am honestly surprised. It came out as.
Considering how it was
We did.
going.
There were so many ones and tips, you're like, I
Yes.
didn't know these guys, and I was like, guess we're doing it.
I was. People mind, it's
Wasted that for 20, so I'm like, let me just tell her everything that's happening, so at least she'll know that.
Like,
you
cause
know?
I can't do shit.
Yeah, exactly, so.
Anything,
yeah.
and I'm really great, and the people that actually can do shit. Like, can I roll for them?
Yeah.
I got 30, and I don't know if you right now.
No, and I can't use language.
Yeah.
so.
I'm so mad.
Oh, did anyone actually ask how I look right now?
I think
I
I
You
know.
know what? I was going to. I totally. Oh man.
I
Yeah,
asked,
he's the only
you
one
said
that's
you had
asked so
turned
far.
before I.
No,
I
Kismet kind of looked was like, what the hell
Yeah,
happened
we
to
didn't
you?
get-
We're gonna not discuss it
That's
at the
fine.
moment.
Glad we didn't, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it will.
I figure if a Lakery sees you and is like, what the literal fuck, but you know what, we ain't got time right now, like.
Mhm.
Yeah, everything kind of.
It's pretty fast.
And you just came up to Tibbles and asked, so
Yeah.
we'll probably have that
We
conversation.
will,
Yeah.
we'll get to that in a moment.
I was so happy to be like alive again that I didn't really worry about like, oh, insight check on why Kyrodane is handing me this amulet all of a sudden and like, you know, how he looked. Because it definitely crossed my mind. It was one of the first things I wanted to ask, but I didn't.
And that, like, obviously that was all, I kind of had a loose one for you, Schecter, because it's purgatory, so I'm like, let's just let the game take it. And then
That's cool.
what happened, I'm like, I'm gonna have some Bahamut motherfucker go get his ass.
Yeah.
In purgatory, and I was like, just crazy that you thought of that, and I was like, that's
Well, I was really worried that it was like my old paladin cohort dude, like the guy, like the paladin that we just killed. That's what I thought it was actually coming for me. It was like, oh,
Oh.
no, he's here to
That's
kick
what
my
I
ass.
thought.
I was like, why are you?
We're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, why are you running from
I was
this?
like,
No,
he's gonna
Yeah,
get
that makes
You
sense.
see a big dragonborn like.
he's throwing people out of the way.
That fucking.
You.
Like, oh,
That made sense. Okay.
That's why
We all were like, fuck, get out of there.
He walked over to a window and got sucked out the window by a claw, cause
Yeah.
like, I
Oh,
thought.
no, see, I
Oh.
saw, in my head, I was just like, fuck this paladin guy, fuck. Oh, we know Bahamut,
Okay.
okay.
So I'll figure out that stuff.
Okay, yeah, let me know.
This is all.
That's the nice thing is Bahamut's a greater deity, so he's pretty powerful.
I know it's normal like that. This is just what it is. There's gods and nature and everything kind of getting so high level that I'm just
Yeah.
like,
It is funny. It seems like a lot of contracts are being made all of a sudden.
Wait, I have a question.
Hmm.
Will you level up?
Oh, please, at this point. How many times have we have
Just
to
remember
die
what you're doing.
level up?
Yeah.
we're gonna level up next session together.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
So,
okay.
next session we'll let's see if we're starting at, we'll start at 4:30, but get here at 4 still. We'll roll, we'll do all the things together. That way you guys have a little time to flux spells and stuff, and we can talk about your thing.
Shame.
That's cool.
Definitely.
I'm glad that Vidania was like, we don't need this, dude, because I remember thinking. I didn't know if you had greater restoration, but and then I totally spaced. Then like, yeah, you tried your thing, and I was like, I don't think that's gonna work. And he was like, oh shit, you just here. Real mad at you. Like, but can you help me?
Like, fuck you, but.
But hey.
I'll do this next time.
Oh,
It's your amulet.
oh, God, I think.
I know. It'll be next time. It'll make more sense. It's good. I think it's good.
Schecter definitely spent like
Okay,
a couple
fine.
minutes doing like a
I won't tell anyone.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
keep it to myself.
Yeah, and then we can again like version 1, so like
Yeah.
our buddy Chavez is really good at like he can come up with stuff like, oh, you have this ability, he just like homebrews like
Some were pretty good, yeah.
it's really cool. So I have to like I made something, I'm like, we could tweak it, I don't know if that's crazy or too, whatever, so.
Okay, cool.
Take a look at it
Yeah.
and then, let me know what you think and.
Neat.
I'll tell you about that to stop, don't worry.
Maybe,
God damn it.
I won't tell anybody about the contract.
or the other
Yeah,
thing.
Or the
these
other
two,
thing.
these two
I
are
can sing
secrets.
out.
Here's the other thing what happened that you said.
Same, I don't really want
Because I had a cool idea for
Yeah, no, I really wanted that to happen.
not hierarchy, but.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I was-
that's what we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I was really hoping.
Yeah,
That's why I was like, it's your
Me
choice.
personally, that's what
Yeah.
I was hoping.
that's what Chris
But
wanted.
the dice don't lie.
I saw
so
it, yeah, stick to it, I respect that,
It was.
yeah, cause I was thinking, well.
I really wanted
Her-
to.
but-
It's like,
Blah,
I
and
could
then,
just do this anyways.
and then we're doing a borderline thing, it was like, oh, it could be really
Yeah.
cool.
I really
It's
wanted to.
fun.
Yes.
I was this close to just be like, yeah, if I can, let's do it. But no, we're gonna play the character.
Yeah,
What you think, Sam?
maybe if he was just covered in for like another month.
It's a legend.
Well, that's the thing is,
So it's
you know,
technically-
You can't think of that, but there's stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
So like,
But
Damn.
it's-
It's over, I made that.
what's
So hopefully it's okay.
the role I made was
Gonna be
the big
honest, I
deciding
kinda, I
factor
mean,
for
I
the choice
just,
that I made.
nightmares Bane, but I
Yeah.
totally understand. Just uncheck that.
I guarantee this one is better. But.
Oh, yeah,
I
I'm
get
reading
the-
it, I'm just
yeah.
like, oh.
Especially on the grid part where you can use the charge stuff, so.
Oh my gosh.
And then I have something
I
that
don't
we
worry
talked about too.
Okay, I mean, I don't know. I'll get it when I get it. I'm just, that's exciting,
Yeah.
especially if you were to Chavez with it.
Huh?
I said, especially if you were asking Chavez about it.
I will let you know my idea is still not completely off the table.
I know.
Okay.
I kind of thought it was still gonna happen, honestly.
Me too, but then.
I love
Yeah.
Late Train not knowing, and I love that I kinda know, and I love like she has so many
Yeah.
secrets from the entire group. He's got secrets from the group, he got secrets together.
I'm just not thinking about.
It's not really.
I'm more upset, so.
No, but-
Soon, but yeah, if I change.
Well, but
He
like,
had stuff that
she
you didn't on
knows.
me and other stuff that.
Cause
Like,
I,
at some point, it'll be like, oh,
I
hey.
think with how this is playing
Only the
out, if it
conversation.
plays out how I
Yes.
think it is, then yeah, I think that's kind of the only way I wanna use it now.
Man.
I wish you had your 3D printer.
It's gone forever.
What happened?
Oh, you want
I gave it
the,
away.
Oh,
oh, let me show you what it looks like. In my vision, and if you don't like it. we
I don't want to try.
Okay.
Or clean it up.
makes sense.
Very toxic, the material you have to use for it,
Oh,
and it makes everything smell bad.
Yeah.
So they don't want to do this anymore.
yeah. Makes
It was
sense.
fun while it lasted, but
You good, Nick?
He's muted.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
sometimes when everybody gets talking, the mic gets weird, and so I just mute it so it doesn't echo and stuff. No, yeah, I'm probably gonna hop off, and get ready for work and stuff. Great session, I loved it. I'm glad I'm not dead. The
Yeah.
story's fucking awesome, and yeah. Yeah. We'll see you guys next Sunday.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Bye.
See you, man.
Bye.